So good morning, woodpeckers. Today is Monday the 18th of January. I hope you had a really good relaxing weekend. Okay, so today and tomorrow we're going through column addition again. Okay, there is no regrouping. So literally column addition is where you add up columns, okay? You always start with your ones, then you go to your tens, then you go to your hundreds, then you go to your thousands, tens of thousands. We are only looking at 4-digit numbers today, so the maximum, the only column will be the thousands column, the hundreds column, the tens column, and the ones column. And remember now, we call it the ones column and not the units column. Okay, so you'll get questions, maybe 4 or 5, that look like this. This is how they will be written when I set the work. However, I want you to rewrite it because we are using column addition. And this is not column addition. You might well be able to do it mentally in your head, but that's not the point. The point is to rewrite sums, set them out appropriately and correctly, and then to start using column addition. It starts easy, okay, then it will get more complicated. Today we're not doing any regrouping, and then tomorrow we'll be regrouping the ones, and then we'll be regrouping the tens and the hundreds as we go through the week. But I need you to see how we do it, and I need you to see how I want you to set it out, okay? So when you get your first question, I want you to rewrite it, okay? So you will get 2 answers per question. One is a checking mechanism, and it's doing it with actual dots which represent it. Instead of numbers, they're represented with either characters or with, it's more visual. Okay, this is a visual representation of this. You need to be able to do this so that you can then do this. So when you write your answers, this is how I want it set out. Okay, so you rewrite this number as a column addition sum, okay, making sure that the numbers are in the correct columns. You also then rewrite it as a visual column addition sum. Okay, you can put your headings on if you need to. It just helps you to make sure that you got the right numbers or the right symbol in the right columns, okay? You always start with the ones column, so let's just move on to the visual side, okay? The 4 is represented by 4 dots. We are adding the number 3 to it, which is represented by 3 dots. If we count the dots, there are 7 dots in total, so I write the number 7 in my ones column. If we move on to the tens column, the 2 tens is represented by 2 dots. The 1 10 is represented by 1 dot, and I simply add up the number of dots and it gives me the answer 3. Okay, same again when it comes to the hundreds column. 300 is represented by 3 dots, 300 is represented by 3 dots, 1 2 3 4 5 6 is the number of dots in total, so the answer is 6. 6 represents 600. Thousands, okay, the 4,000 is represented by 4 dots, the 1,000 is represented by 1 dot. When I add the dots together, I get 5. Okay, so my total visually is 5,637. Note where I started. I always start in the ones column, then I move on to the tens column, then I move on to the hundreds column, and then I move on to the thousands column. I don't want anybody starting here or here or here. You always start on the ones. Okay, so as it says, now add up the dots in each column, starting always with the ones column. We've done that. That's the visual representation of these numbers. Okay, and that's so that you will do this, and then you will do this, okay? So you can then check your answer. So I'm looking for an answer, which is 5,637. I've started off already with my ones column, and if I need to rewrite the column headings, I can, okay? If it helps you, that's brilliant. So again, thousands, hundred, tens, ones. Let's start by adding up the ones column. So I simply add 4 and 3, that makes 7. I then go to my tens column, 2 add 1 makes 3. My hundreds column is 3 add 3, which makes 6. And in my thousands column, I've got 4 add 1, so which equals 5. Now, all I need to do is check that the answers are the same, 5637, 5637. And I can neatly put a tick next to it. That way I've checked it visually, and I've checked it by adding up using column addition. Okay, so as it says, now add up the numbers in each column to check your answer. Always start with the ones, okay? Key, set your questions out and your answers exactly like I've done. That's the start, that's what you'll get. You rewrite it, okay, and you show me visually how you get the answer, and then you show me just by how we would do a normal column addition sum, okay, and that's what I want to see in your books, okay. As it says today, there is no regrouping. We haven't gone over the magic number, which is 10, okay, so we can simply add up our columns. There is no need to regroup, okay? Which is why the title for today's work is no regrouping, okay? Key is to remember to start with the ones column and to set it out as a column addition sum, okay? Best of luck with that.